right, pull it up. Steady now, keep the tension.
The recovery process is delicate. This massive V8 engine, submerged for decades, requires careful handling as the team begins the lift. Look at that. It took some elbow grease, but this valve is finally ready for inspection. The key here is getting that precise 45-degree crosshatch. That's what holds the oil. The restoration process demands precision. After seating the pistons, the torque wrench confirms the bearing caps are secured. We salvaged this V8 from the wreck site months ago. With the carburetors installed, we're finally ready for the next phase of testing.
Bolts are secure, terminals connected. Let's see if we get spark. And there it is, sounds good.
Getting this bead to seat properly on these old rims always takes some effort, but that's one step closer to getting her flight ready. This sand gets everywhere. We have to clear it out before we can assess the structural integrity of the floor pan.
Once we get these rails aligned, we'll torque the bolts down and check the sliding mechanism.
We're using the original harness here. Once these connectors are seated, we can finalize the trim screws. It's close to factory new. Getting the bezel screws seated correctly is crucial for alignment before the hood drop.
All right, let's see what we've got for the Spitfire project today.
And there it is, running smooth as the day it was built. All the hard work paid off.
With the cap removed, we carefully pour the fresh motor oil. Then, using the torque wrench, we secure it to the manufacturer's precise specifications. We use a microfiber cloth first to remove the fine dust before we start the heavy buffing on the door panel. Securing the original plate is always satisfying. It's these small victories that really bring the history back to life.
There it is, the original V8 badge. This confirms the model year we suspected.
After we secure the casting, the hone spindle smooths the internal guides, ensuring a precise fit for the restoration.
The valve cover is secure. Now we torque these bolts down in a cross pattern. That click means we're at the specified foot-pounds. All right, the carburetor is set. Now we just torque these down and connect the linkage. Perfect. All right, the water pump is seated. Now we just torque these down and get the bypass hose secured.
He uses the breaker bar to pull back the spring-loaded tensioner, allowing him to route the new serpentine belt around the pulleys. That's the main starter connected. It took some effort, but this engine is one step closer to running again.
Once the chains are secured to the lift points, we can use the hoist to carefully raise the engine clear of the stand.
That's it. Perfect fit. Another step closer to getting this classic back on the road. All right, that's connected. Moment of truth now, let's see if we get power.
Securing the exhaust headers is critical for the engine's performance out here. We use a hand ratchet to ensure even torque across the manifold.
You have to pour it slow to avoid air pockets. Once the cap is on, we're ready for the pressure test. The key test. If we can get this V8 to turn over, we might just save this piece of history. Listen to that rumble. She's finally breathing again. Just dialing in the idle mixture now. We want a smooth purr, no hesitation, before we check those valve covers for seepage.
After 6 months in the sand, she finally runs like new. We managed to save most of the original chassis. We've secured the site for now. The data we collected on the corrosion is critical to the restoration process.
And that should do it. Right within the operating parameters now, nice and steady.
After decades underwater, corrosion has basically welded the wheel on. It takes serious torque to get these off.
All right, that cleaned up well. Now let's see where these pads are sitting. Still within tolerance.
We use the torque wrench to ensure every fastener meets the exact specifications. Then we check the linkage for any play. All right, the brackets are secure. Now we just torque these down and check the tension on the hoses.
This green coolant protects against the corrosion we found after the recovery.
The key here is getting the firing order right on this V8. One wrong connection and the whole thing misfires. We double check the service diagram every time. You have to be careful when tightening this down. Ensure the gasket seats properly around the carburetor rim.
All right, priming the carburetor now. Just need her to catch. There we go. We're securing the distributor now. It means we're one step closer to hearing her run again. And that's the last connection on the ignition system. Now we just need to test the fuel pressure before we try to turn her over.
This radial takes about 50 weight. Checking the dipstick is critical, ensuring proper lubrication for the first run-up.
It's alive. Hear that? It's running perfectly. Shift's smooth as butter now. We're ready for the road test. Oil pressure is holding steady. Temperature is coming right up into the green. Sounds healthy.
The engine rebuild is complete, running smooth. We managed to salvage most of the original block, hone the cylinders, replace the pistons. She's ready for the road now.
Hear that rumble? She runs perfectly now. We did it.